You the best.
All right, hey, video. We're live.
Oh, so we're back. So
all right, gentlemen, go for it.
It turns out that we might have lost power.
Some stuff happened. Riots in the streets.
I tripped over all of the cords.
All of them. At once.
Yeah, it just happens. When you're sitting down, sometimes your leg gets tangled.
Yeah.
And
Paul with his huge mongoloid feet took all the cords.
That's
all right.
racist.
We're going right back in.
Call that. We're going back in.
There's a trade in Sim's favor.
I guess we're giving Doren that match. I'm not 100%.
I think we're just at 1-0 still.
Okay.
Because that was it just started. So
that's very true.
Yeah,
very
I think
true.
they just reset.
They just reset.
Well, apparently the break did Sim good because instant adjustments are going on.
So
this is smart. No reason to go in, get bopped by a puffball or anything.
Or like that.
Or like that. Well, it was smart.
Yeah,
all right.
I'd say Sim actually playing a very good keep-away game.
Yep.
Until that point. Nice blocking. Nice blocking.
Yep. Good punish.
Just keeping it simple, and that's sometimes what you need to do.
Absolutely. All right.
A lot of people.
This is gonna hurt.
A lot of people think that Guilty Gear is all about attacking, and that's semi-true.
Yeah.
But sometimes you need to play very conservative, because if you can't do that, you're gonna lose.
Yep.
And
there's a very fine line in playing smart with a big life lead and then playing too scared with a big life lead.
It becomes like CVS 2.
Yeah.
If you cannot play with a life lead against characters like Sagat, basically, or I mean CVS 2 Sagat, you're gonna lose every time. And that you have to understand that a lot of characters in this game are like that. Where basically they can hit you and it's going to do a ridiculous amount of damage.
Yeah. You have to learn to not panic when your life lead goes from 80% to 30% because it takes one combo, one counter hit. It's just part of the game.
Playing with a life lead is another entire part of this game that people need to learn.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel like a lot of people don't know, and I agree that I don't know it either.
Oh no,
I'm terrible.
Oh, I can't tell you how many times I've started off with all kinds of momentum, and then you're like, okay, just don't be stupid, and then not being stupid turns into not doing anything, and next thing you know, you're getting mixed up.
Exactly. Playing conservative can turn into panic so often.
Absolutely.
People just, it's about playing calm. Even when you're getting messed up, you just got to understand that you can always win as long as you're playing your game.
Well, and when you play like that, you basically give your opponent free license to, well, YOLO. I got no life, I got no resources, why not? Throw it all out.
Well, and that's what I've always said, is that if you're playing games like SF4 when you have Ultra and it's a meter that goes away at the end of the round, why wouldn't you wake up super?
Absolutely.
Who cares? Just do it. So we got, it's looking like this is going to be 1-1 right now.
Yeah, 1-1 at the moment. Sim made an adjustment after that our break for the power outage.
And that's going to be really frustrating for Doren if Sim comes back and wins this now.
Yeah.
Because Sim got a break that wasn't really his to have.
No, not at all.
And it's frustrating. And the thing is, you got to wonder if Doren isn't frustrated by it.
Yeah. Doren is showing an amazing bout of steadiness. He's playing smart neutral. He's taking damage where he gets it. See if he keeps that steady nature and gets back into this after that run back after a power outage. That's weird, hard to deal with.
Yeah, it's really frustrating. We've actually turned a couple of the monitors off here just in case something like that happens again. But it's one of those things that as a player can really mess you up mentally.
Absolutely.
You basically just get fucked up.
Yeah.
You're just not in your right zone anymore.
Wow.
And
Ooh, could have finished. Okay. Well,
DP, that's gonna.
This doesn't. Okay. Well,
didn't get the full thing, but it did good damage anyway.
Sim still finished.
Sim looking strong right now.
Yeah. Sim looking strong and Doren looking a little mental guard broken. All that momentum out the window after the power outage. Like that's not an excuse. That's just what looks like is going on.
Sim looking actually a lot stronger. Looking like he took some time to collect himself. Maybe even talk to some of the other locals here about what he needs to do in this matchup. And
all right. Well,
Doren looking really strong right now, though.
Okay.
I'm not really sure what that was.
No. Missed input,
but took it really convincingly.
All right. See if Doren finds that steady nature again. Gets back into it.
Grabbing cards. Jump D.
Yep. All right, here we go.
Oh, if Doren is hitting buttons or what? Oh my God.
Parry, maybe?
Maybe.
All right.
Sim so far, after that first game, has looked like...
Ooh, that's a bad burst. That's
really
going to hurt. Oh, that was... I got to believe that's an input error.
That was a bad combo. Mm-hmm. Looking for the burst bait. Sim has actually done a couple times where he just is not throwing discs on top of Doren. He's actually missing by a couple of pixels, but Doren's still freaking out as if it was where on top of him.
Yep. Can end it right here. Nice block. Smart defense from Doren there. Didn't go for parry. Didn't go for anything.
He might die right now. He might die. He's dead.
Can he finish his plate? Yes, he can. Wow.
Really close. 2-1 Doren. So
momentum shifts back right there. That was Sim's game.
It was Sim's game, but I mean it was Doren's game before that. So it was a drop into a pickup basically. You got to understand.
And what I just noticed is Sim went right back in. Yeah. After how well he did after that power outage, I would have liked to see him sit on the character select screen for a minute.
Have to sit on that. And I feel like one thing about inexperienced players, myself included, is that sometimes we don't take enough time between matches, especially when it was a really close matchup.
Yep.
I think that more people need to do that because sometimes you need to think about why it was you actually lost that, even though if it was a close match, because if you go back in, you might walk into something like this.
Yes. Yep. If anything else, just break your opponent's momentum. It may not even do anything for you, but even if you can just stop the snowball effect for a second, that might be enough to let you crawl back in.
100% agree.
Right now, Doren is on point. He's baiting bursts and still converting. I saw him duck jab a TK Bad Moon on reaction. Like, that's how you know someone's on point right now.
Doren, though, went for a dust combo and tried to bait burst and didn't get anything and got ground thrown for his trouble.
Yeah,
not really a good look.
No.
Doren right now is just...
There's a gold burst. This is a bad position right now.
He's doing a lot of 2S and 2P trying to prevent forward movement from Sim, which is working out really well so far.
Wow, there's some of that flashy jam play. That's unfortunate conversion.
A little rattled.
Yeah.
There. You got to admit.
Was not dropping it. Nope.
Doren takes it 3-1.
Yes, that was 3 out of 5. Yep. All right. Well, so Doren on to grand finals.
So I believe we're going to have
Kenji and Sim.
Yeah.
Losers finals. Again, Doren, one little glitch on the radar after the power outage and then just right back. Like nothing happened. Really steady.
It was a strong comeback. Yeah. You know, he lost that one game and he was just... He realized it was a mistake, and he was like, I'm going to go back to my game.
Yep.
And I know exactly what I need to do to win.
He went back to committing to the neutral game.
He was.
Really just, you know what? I don't think you can beat me in the neutral game. So let's just see. And that's a hallmark of being a good player. Learn where you think you outplay your opponent and use that to your advantage.
If you can't do that, it's going to be very hard to win.
If you're going to sign up for teams for AE or Marble, please sign up now. It's 3v3, $30 per team. You can go to Humbag at the front.
All right, here we go. Losers finals, 3 out of 5.
$30 per team, 3v3. Please sign up now. Sign-ups are closing soon for teams.
So, again, another mobile character. We'll see if Kenji's able to utilize the summons, especially the sword, and get maximum utility out of them in these situations.
And again, this is another thing where Sim's from Chicago. You gotta wonder if he knows this matchup.
Yep, absolutely.
And it's funny to say that because you think a lot of pro players would know this, but the air dasher scene has always been pretty small to where there are issues with that.
You can watch a million match videos, and until you play it, you can't adjust. It's so different.
So,
see right there, Kenji keeping the sword on top of Amelia as she dashes in. Just like, nope.
It's interesting to see because you watch Kenzie take some of these matches back. He obviously wasn't able to do this as well at NEC.
Yeah.
So It's interesting. I do know that there is at least one Zappa player in the Northeast right now, but I know a lot of those guys also played Rudy back in the day.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Rudy was such a strong player. So it's not necessarily memory, but maybe they remember a little bit.
Learning to fight Zappa is kind of like learning to fight Faust. Situation changes on the fly, and you have to know what is no longer available to you.
Exactly.
And Kenji with another air throw. I've lost count, but it's well over 20 at this point.
And maybe they're just stronger against the Zappa neutral game.
Yep.
There's no doubt in my mind that could be a truth.
Yep, absolutely.
Sim with the carry, corner carry. Good damage.
Nice block from Kenji. Good jab out there.
Kenji with that surprising crotch jab to me, just because he'd already blocked the mix-up and I guess he wanted to check him.
Oftentimes, if Milia doesn't spin meter on the first gen mix-up, there is a gap between first gen and second gen after that. So, if you block one, why push your luck?
There you go. That's a good point.
You and I have both learned that lesson many times playing AKA.
No doubt, no doubt.
Right now, again, Kenji in really strong control here. Wow.
Takes the first match.
Pretty convincing first game there.
I would agree.
And interesting enough now, we have watched both players who beat Bozak in their very next matches struggle.
That's true.
Prucha got bopped right after beating Bozak, and Sim, after a bit more of a delay, played Doren, got bopped, and appears to be carrying over a little bit of that struggle right now, although did start this round off with a solid corner combo.
And that kind of shows sometimes how it can affect the player-to-player matchup, can really affect the normal matchup.
Absolutely.
If you know another person, sometimes it overwhelms the actual character matchup.
Yeah, absolutely.
You had two guys who basically were very familiar with the way Elden Shadow plays.
Yep.
And maybe that was what caused them to win, or maybe they were just strong in that matchup.
Yeah.
It's very hard to say.
And you should be confident. You always need to be confident to do well in competitive games. But you have to be careful to not feel yourself too hard even though you beat the favorite in a tournament.
Exactly.
Because unless it was grand finals when you beat them, the job's not done.
It's true.
And even though you may have been the one that knocked him out, the other people still left go, well, hey, this is wide open now.
Yep.
Not necessarily saying that Sim is underestimating the other people he was playing or that Prucha did that, but it's easy to feel a little too amped up after a really big win, especially if it's an upset. And as good as Sim and Black Snake are, those were upsets.
That's completely true. But you have to understand that that was a really good block on
it was.
On DP.
Really strong block.
Kenji is a veteran. He is solid, and he doesn't get tournament nerves, and he doesn't get rattled.
No.
If you beat Kenji, you beat him straight up. He's somebody who, as far as I can remember, doesn't really have that problem where he gets shaky.
No.
So if you get shaky, he might be able to take advantage of that.
Absolutely.
Especially with somebody like Sim who just had a big win, and maybe it's his first really big win.
Mm-hmm.
You might be a little shaky on your hand. You might be a little bit, you might be on cloud 9, and that's just rough.
Guys, 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. It's losers finals.
So they stood up, but we're gonna do 3 out of 5.
Yeah, we're gonna do 3 out of 5.
All right, it's time for Guilty Gear Grand Finals. We've got KBnova versus... Oh, hold on. We ain't done yet.
So we're doing 3 out of 5.
Yeah, for those of you who've met Kenji, he's a super chill guy. He's one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet playing fighting games. And he carries that demeanor over when he plays. Like, he doesn't get rattled. He doesn't really get shaky. He just plays very calm and collected. And it really is a sign of how mentality is so important in these games.
So
also,
hard.
if you can air throw someone 20 times in a game, that also helps.
Zappa's one of those characters who can do it, too.
Yeah.
He's very low to the ground. He has a low jump.
It's a fast jump, too.
It is.
It's one of the faster jumps.
And if you get, and that's another thing. He runs under so much.
Yeah.
Kenji just taking advantage.
This
we
is,
call that taking advantage.
Yeah, this is
like your opponent doesn't know, you take advantage.
Yeah. Old-fashioned fighting game litmus test. You can't stop it. I'm going to do it until you do.
Exactly.
And right now, Sim is not passing the litmus test.
Getting out. Good play by Sim, but I mean he's not doing anything proactive. He's just getting away. All right, we got a combo.
All right, now
knock down the corner.
This has to make count. Nope.
Dead angle. Overhead.
Kenji just going dead angles. Why? Why would I let you do this?
Yeah. And every time he's gone to overhead.
Oh, wow, that would have hurt so bad if Sim did not burst.
So far, every time Kenji has gone for a mix-up, the mix-up has worked. He'll do overhead, which is, he'll do the force break, he'll do 6H.
Yep.
And they both work. And that has to be a mistake.
I heard clicks going in. I think Sim really thought Kenji was just going to back off.
Well, that could very well be true. And that's going to be it. It's 3-0 Kenji.
Mental guard break. Kenji just in
now
control.
We're going to start Guilty Gear Grand Finals. We got KBnova versus Doren 2K. Make some noise!
That was convincing.
Absolutely convincing. Kenji, 4 out of 7. 4 out of 7. 4 out of 7. Yep, you'd have to run it back.
You got to play. You got to win 8.
You got 8 to go, son.
So this is going to be 4 out of 7. For what reason, I have no idea. But this is not my tournament. This is going to be long.
Yep. Well, last time Doren pretty much dominated this.
That's true.
He really knew what was going on and held his own. Kenji took the first game, but after that, it just felt like a complete wash.
That's true as well.
So now Kenji's adjusted. Let's see how it works. These have been the two most steady players in the whole tournament. That's why they're here.
Kenji's got a few games under his belt. He's warmed up a little bit. Let's see if it actually matters.
Absolutely.
Maybe it won't. Maybe it will.
Yep.
It's hard to say.
Doren recovered after a power outage and played it like nothing happened. So we'll see if he can. He has a very, let's just say Doren has a nice margin of error to work with.
I would say so. 4 out of 7 is a crazy margin of error.
So
we haven't seen the likes of 4 out of 7 in almost a decade.
For those of you playing in AETs, AET is starting now. If you're in AET, please report to the AE stations.
So.
All right. Well, so far Kenji off to a good start here. Nice sway in the throw. Yep. All right, uppercut.
Kenji using uppercut very much to just stop Doran's pressure every time.
Yeah.
Does not care. Looking for burst.
Yeah, raw burst bait.
Did not get it. Flower pot.
Yep. No need to do anything fancy with the curse on. Just sit there and see if he wants to hang himself.
That's accurate. Right now, Kenji playing very conservative, just kind of seeing what Doren is going to do. And that.
There's the burst. Ooh. That's a big-time missed opportunity, and now Doren with a big chance. Yep.
That was weird.
That happens more often now with the way Dragon Kick works. It's really strange. I told him. All right. Close match here in the first round.
She's going to throw a bunch of ghosts at him.
Yeah. Oh, Sway, can he convert? Oh, wow.
Okay, he didn't even need to go for that reset in there.
No. Why convert combos when you can just air throw?
It's such a bad habit.
It is a bad habit. I got into that habit because I played in Nebraska, the air throw capital of the world.
Dragon Kick, this is going to do Hema.
Yeah, this is going to hurt. And cards.
EX cards.
That's plus frames. All right.
Slide and splits.
Wow, there's force break puffball.
That's going to kill.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Well, not quite. All right. Kenji's going to see how far he can run this back.
OTG, though.
Yeah, he did.
Kenji just looking, I guess, to... I mean, if he can run this back, I don't think so.
That's just smart on Doran. Just run around. Zappa can't really catch her. Eventually, Zappa's going to run into an air move. Smart play. Yep.
Building the card for Dragon Kick.
Gold burst. All right. Yep. Overhead.
Yep, overhead.
It's hit every time.
Yeah, I have not seen anybody block that.
Nope. Not once.
We call that inexperience with the matchup.
Yep. Well, and in fairness, Zappa has no fast overheads without that. His forward heavy is very slow. His dust is very slow.
That's very true.
I mean, you don't have a lot of reason to stand up against Zappa, so it's not surprising. That's something where you would need a lot of matchup experience and player knowledge.
That's accurate, and you know, to be fair, you're exactly right. It's not necessarily a big loss. He does get a summon, he does get an orb, and that's scary once he gets them all. But until that point, you're not worried.
Here we go, Rao.
But now
Dust.
you should be worried. Dust. That should kill. You
You
can't do that.
Nope. Never mind. It was for a second I thought that was a really terrible burst, but I forgot that was last round. So not a bad burst, but nothing. It
was a bad burst, but there's nothing you can do.
You might as well see it for some reason. He decided to come up and say hi.
Combo. Good luck with that.
So game 1 to Kenji. Solid adjustment.
That was a bad burst.
That was a great burst in history.
I completely agree.
Shout outs to Como. Great burst in history. Damage.
Now, Doren just looking really strong.
Yep.
Throw.
I like it.
FRC.
Honestly,
death.
as good as Doren has been playing, the one thing I haven't seen is some of those jam situations which, like, I can't push a button here, get chucked.
I don't know if he even cares.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure he's worried about frame trapping as much as he just wants to play the neutral game.
True.
Because his neutral game has been so strong today.
It's a very good point.
I don't think he needs to worry about frame traps as much.
Yeah.
However, Kenji is starting to really force him into the neutral game that he doesn't want.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, this is going to be a lot of damage. I like that burst from Kenji.
Good burst and good weight. I think he knew the burst was coming.
Ouch. I'm not sure if Kenji pushed a button there because that's not an overhead.
I think he just wasn't expecting it, to be honest.
One of those where you see it and you flinch.
Exactly.
Oh, this can... all day.
And there is air throw. Welcome back to air throw.
And that one may have been not the best idea. He might have been able to kill. Jam doesn't have very high guts. She has the average defense rating, but it's worked all day. I guess I can't blame him.
Yeah, I mean, the problem sometimes with Guilty Gear players is that we have a tendency to over air throw. And that right there is proof positive.
Yeah. I mean, it's a 0 frame startup move in the air that stops everything.
That's true.
It's if it seems really good, that's because it is.
Exactly.
Ooh, that's not good.
Corner pressure, though.
That was
he dropped it, but he got it back.
Yeah. Oh,
good air throw.
Air throw
really
from Doren.
Air throw by Doren. And nice, but it's going to really
clash.
hurt.
Kenji takes advantage of it. Gets out,
messes up the dog combo. That actually could have almost come really close to doing it.
At the very least, that was going to earn a burst.
Yeah, it was going to be half. It was going to be half life.
Yeah. Wow, interesting.
Just chucks him.
Yep.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Can't do that.
You have to respect dog at all times.
There's the burst.
There's the burst.
Wow, uppercut.
Can't do that. That's a DP.
I think the cross-up messed up the input there. I saw raw standing dust. Not far enough for uppercut to reach.
But it worked out.
This can kill. Yep.
And Kenji takes game
2. Kenji up 2-0.
So, Kenji looking very strong, but it's still such a high mountain to climb right now. He's got
6 more wins to go.
6 more wins.
Definitely a ways to go. And Doren has shown an ability to adjust all throughout this tournament. We'll see if he can do that. Right now, Kenji is showing the major adjustments. He's taking his mistakes from that first set with Doren and applying them right now. Right now, Doren getting that damage, though.
No blocks on wake up for Kenji.
No. Cards, and here we go. Uppercut. Interesting.
That looked like a failed meaty into some kind of weird pickup.
That's one of those where you sit there and go, why didn't I wake up throw?
Yep, pretty much.
Okay, here we go.
Dragon kick. Not dragon kick, but overhead
flame kick,
I don't know what that is. Flame kick, yes.
This could kill if he finishes it. Oh, nope, opts for cards.
Weird assumption where he could have probably just OTG'd into death right there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. But Doren has shown, if there's one thing I will say that I like, Doren is not, he's not adjusting his combos in the fear that, you know how you get close, like, man, if I just do that little bit extra, it'll kill, and then you do something stupid and drop it?
That's true.
I think Doren's just like, you know what, I got massive life leave. I have no reason to get cute here. I know I can finish the round.
No, that's very true. He's got the confidence that he doesn't need to doesn't need to squeeze that extra damage out. He's very sure. That was a really terrible burst.
Yeah, you can't burst dragon kick like that. Wow.
This looks like it's going to be a really quick. All right, never mind.
Doren looking to make this a wrap and get back his first game.
Flailing there.
Yeah, definitely. Kenji going up for an air throw again. This time gets punished.
Yeah. And that's a pretty quick 2-0 from Doren there.
2-1.
So we're 2-1 right now. This is first to 4, by the way.
Yep.
Kenji is in losers, and Doren is in winners. And Kenji makes him burn the burst early with it just.
Yep.
And here's the thing about that that's really frustrating is that dust combo does not do much.
No.
Without a spirit.
No, not at all.
But Doren doesn't know
That's one where Kenji is fine. He doesn't care that he got bursted. That's totally worth it.
And Doren just didn't know.
Nice parry. Not a full confirm off it, but still. There's the confirm. Gonna hurt. Gonna get card.
Gonna get a card. Just wake up punch.
Yep. Dash up uppercut. Get that puffball out. Wow.
Good DP.
Uppercuts
Good
the
read,
overhead. Good, very good read. And again, gonna get the cards. That was a walk-up throw that didn't quite get there.
Kenji been waking up a lot with 2P or 5P.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Based on the respect game, I guess. I'm not really sure if he knows that Doren is not going to do meaties properly. It's very hard for me to say.
I think it's just one of those where you have a read, and outside of the player's head, we really just don't know. Wow, this is going to get interesting now. Rao is out. One touch, and this is done for either side. Doren just trying to run away. There's the uppercut.
Yeah. All right, Doren played that completely wrong.
Yep. You can't be up on.
You can't run away from Rao.
No.
Like that.
And you definitely can't be up in the air away from him.
The problem with that is that Rao, you actually have to run away from Rao on the ground.
Yes.
Because that dragon punch hits the entire screen, basically.
It's Captain Corridor.
Yeah, it is. And trying to play like that is only going to get you killed, as it did him.
Yep. And it's not like you can just sit there and FD in the air the whole time. You have to be air dashing around. You have to be. Wow, Rao is out again.
Kenji looking like he sort of sees that Doren doesn't know how to deal with Rao, actually. Because.
Not surprising because, I mean, unless you play Zappa a lot, even if you see a Zappa, it's rare for Rao to come out.
That's accurate.
Wow.
And we got 3-1 Kenji.
Kenji is turning it around, not going to let Doren get that steady momentum back. But ironically, the best way to stop Rao is to put pressure on Zappa. Make him block.
It's accurate.
It's scary because you're playing against something with a 2-frame DP, but you're not going to run away.
On that 2-frame DP, it's so high.
Yeah.
If you can force a whiff, you have all the advantage in the world.
Wow. Again,
Doren
catches him.
is that Rao doesn't make his zoning better. It's just he's still just Zappa with some big dude on his back.
Yeah.
You have to try to knock him down. Good round from Doren.
Doren answered back quick.
Again, Kenji playing smart with DP. Doren has normally been able to control the mid game unless he's running into summon.
Yeah, absolutely. Or dog.
Well, what I mean is that exactly what you're saying is that whenever he's running into a summon, a wake-up summon, or the spirit, it's really hurt Doren, and it feels like Doren's not 100% aware.
Wow.
That was weird.
Whiff Dragon Kick is awkwardly hard to punish because it looks like a move that has hammer recovery on Whiff. It doesn't. Jam touches the ground and she's basically done.
That's accurate.
You can punish it, don't get me wrong, there is recovery, but it's a very awkward animation because she goes from flying to just grounded. There's no real landing animation.
The problem here is that if Kenji plays really conservatively, he can just wait.
Yep.
And that was really good by Doren. Knowing that he had to force a throw because otherwise Kenji could just wait for Dog to come back.
Yep.
And just like, nah, it doesn't matter.
You see Kenji burning resources, says, I'm not going to let you get back on top of me. I'll burst, I'll dead angle, and then Doren still gets back. This is going to be close. Cards, one mix-up. There it is. Wow,
Drop
misses
combo.
the confirm. Baits the burst, really good.
Round, it's going to be really a frustrating thing for Doren.
We're almost on timeout, too.
That's true. That's going to be
time up. Kenji gets it.
Kenji's going to take it.
Wow.
And that's frustrating for Doren right there.
Yeah, that's really frustrating.
He lost a round where he spent a lot of resources, and Kenji still took it.
Absolutely.
Gold
So
burst.
Kenji on set point right now.
First set point. That's accurate.
There's the overhead. I was actually waiting for that at the end of the last round. I thought Kenji might have finished it off with the force break.
Kenji has been getting the entire combo. That does so much.
This might be a wrap. Baits the burst.
Baits the burst completely.
That's a wrap.
And that's a reset, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a reset. All right.
We're going to go back into it immediately.
4 of 7 for all of it.
And Doren is back in. Doren might be angry. Or maybe he's just confident. Hard to say.
Hard to say. This is the first time Doren has not looked steady the whole tournament.
But he still looks confident.
Yeah.
And he still looks solid in his game.
Yep.
Kenji has just done a very good job of trying to neutralize his neutral.
Yeah.
Which sounds really stupid. But
but it's true.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how Doren was beating everyone so far. He was playing the better neutral game, and Kenji has been dedicating himself to not letting that happen.
Yeah, and the sword when it's been hitting has been just doing work.
Suddenly the sword is the worst nightmare for Doren.
Because it's almost like Kenji has been using the other spirits to get in,
Yep.
and then the sword has been doing damage work.
Yep. Well, and it's like we said, Kenji's been outplaying his opponent, not so much out-damaging him, but the sword is out-damaging everything right now.
And the thing you got to remember, too, is we haven't seen 3 centipedes once.
No,
Wake up
not.
super from Kenji.
Nope.
Which is always an actual problem.
Yeah, it's
because it's a safe super from Zappa.
Yep.
And it's not going to be an easy parry for Jan.
Nope.
If he does it, it's one of those things he might have in his pocket.
Yep.
We'll see. Maybe he doesn't.
So far from what I've seen, Kenji is opting to save all his meter for either the force break overhead when he needs it, try and open somebody up, or basically dead angles. Dead angles and FRC combos with the sword.
You're completely right.
And I can't fault him for that. Those are all honestly probably better uses than 3 centipede. I mean, if it hits, great. It's a pretty nice hookup. But
no, I completely agree.
Yeah.
Kenji's playing a very safe,
smart,
safe plan.
Yep.
Because he's saving that meter because Zappa most of the time doesn't need the meter, so he's gonna do either, like you said, dead angle or the force break, or even Roman cancel if he needs to say safe.
Because that's the thing,
right there. You just said dead angle.
Yep. And what you'll notice is that Kenji doesn't dead angle if he doesn't have a spirit out because he has access to a reversal. Once the spirit is out, Zappa can't DP. He has no access to it whatsoever. So his only option to get someone off of him is dead angle.
Right, and that's his reversal.
Yep.
Quote unquote reversal.
Yep.
And there is.
Wow, nice gold burst. That was smart.
Doren's still acting like the dog bite isn't unblockable.
Yes. Wow. Air throw.
He burst like it was going to kill him. That's 1-0 Kenji.
That's 1-0 Kenji.
And that actually felt like a flash to me. It's weird.
Yeah.
And it was a very contested round, but Kenji right now has all the momentum.
Yeah, he does.
It's up to Doren to take it back.
You could even see after that round ended, Doren kind of took his hand off the controller, kind of had that look of like, man, what do I do? Trying to find the answer, and it's hard to do. Anyone who's played a set against a good player, tournament or otherwise, when that good player is in control and confident, you really have to search. You have to think really hard about how to slow it down.
When you have an experienced tournament player against you, the last thing you want to do is play them in a long set where it gives them an entire time to come back.
Absolutely.
Because they thrive on that.
Yep.
It's like, oh, we're going to play 4 out of 7? Oh, that's amazing for me.
All right, I got time.
I've been playing this game for 10 years. I understand characters, and I understand personality traits.
Yep.
And right now, Kenji is showing that he understands the ideas that Doren was bringing to the table.
Absolutely. I really feel like Doren needs to win this game. If he goes down 2-0, that'll be 6-1 total in the set.
It's hard.
And it's going to be really hard.
But the thing is, Doren doesn't look weak.
No.
He's controlling space really well. It's just there'll be times where, like right there, Kenji summoned Doren did not instant block and punish.
There's a burst bait. There you go.
He got that punish. That was good.
Yep.
Because most characters can punish Zappa on an instant block off of summon.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you don't know that, it becomes a much harder matchup because you think that that's a safe thing for him to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you think summon is safe, that's so frustrating.
There's another air throw. Every time it looks like Doren is about to really take over, it just seems like Kenji either a spirit hits him from behind, he lands an air throw, or just something seems to break it every time. And that's kind of Zappa in a nutshell. I mean, it's one part Kenji playing the game super smart, super safe, but sometimes Zappa just breaks your rhythm, even when you think you're in full control.
Kenji's been very good about breaking up the rhythm with things like air throws. Like, I'm pretty sure he went for one right there.
Absolutely. There's a chuck.
And it was, he's using he's using air throws and ground throws to break Doran's rhythm. Where he's not sure exactly how his ground attack is going to work.
Yep. Can Doren finish this?
That should kill.
Wow.
Reset?
There it was.
And that's a hard super to punish.
Yep. Oh, went for the impossible dust. Wow, here we go. Can Kenji finish this?
Should have DP'd.
Doren needs this badly. No.
That was kind of sloppy on both players.
Yeah.
But there it was. He was holding 3 centipedes in his pocket, as I said.
You were right. Props for that call out. I honestly did not think we would see it in this set.
But, I mean, it didn't work out. But at the same time, Doren didn't punish it. So it remains in his pocket for future. That's a problem for Doren.
Absolutely. One more thing you have to think about. Wow.
That should have been a burst bait.
Yep.
But Doren decided to
Kenji got lucky there that wasn't anything more than Doren getting a card. Well, stops the air throw that time.
And that's the thing Doren needs to understand in this matchup is that summon is the momentum killer.
Yes.
That if you knock him down, he gets and you remove the summon. That what Zappa always gets to do is that you think you have pressure. No, you don't.
Yo, he has a DP now.
He always has DP.
Yep. Wow.
And it really seems to be messing with his flow.
Yep.
Completely.
Kenji just going for air throw. Wow, nice DP to beat Puffball. The dog is a human shield.
Yeah, you have to respect it. That's going to be death.
Oh, wow. Oh,
that's death.
That's death. Can he finish it?
Not quite.
Nope.
Oh! And there it was. This dude Doren just looked over here when he saw 3 centipedes hit him, and I just wanted to point and be like, I told you, motherfucker.
Yep.
I told you.
Kenji up 2-0.
Kenji up 2-0
wow.
in this grand finals.
Wow. That might be backbreaking.
He looked away.
Yeah.
That's the first time we've seen him look away all set.
He also did not go right back in. That was the first time he did not instantly hit rematch. We waited for a minute. Doren knows this should be 1-1.
That's a frustrating thing to take.
That hurts.
Right there.
You got to let it go, though. It's a new game now. You're not getting that one back. The only way to get it back is to win.
Yeah, you got to come back hard. And that was a good burst bait.
Yep,
right
absolutely. The thing is, honestly, I don't mind that burst by Doren, even though it got baited, because Kenji has not shown an ability to do good damage punishes with the ghosts.
No, that's actually a really good point.
Right.
Is that he perhaps stopped more damage. He took damage, but it was less than he would have taken.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not necessarily a bad burst.
Wow. Low kicks the Puffball. That's
frustrating.
Yeah, it's
right now.
Puffball is supposed to be a safety blanket for Jay.
Right
You're supposed to feel like I get in. You're like, yeah, maybe you block it, maybe I don't get hooked up.
Doren takes round 1.
He does.
Doren takes round 1, but he's frustrated. You can tell. But
this is work.
He does have Kenji on the back foot now.
Yeah, a little bit.
Can he take advantage of this? That's a hard thing.
And again,
we got dog pressure. Pressure in the overhead.
And
Kenji doing basic mix-ups of dogs because it looks like he feels like Doren is unsure.
Absolutely. Even when Doren jumps out, he isn't really sure how to get away.
He got away, but he didn't get anything.
Yeah.
He didn't punish. He didn't remove dog, which was not to say that's not a good escape by Doren.
Right. There's a nice anti-air coming down. Kenji did not FD.
Right
yep.
Now. great pickup by Doren.
Yeah. All right. Yep, OTG.
OTG, that's new.
Yes.
Which is frustrating.
There's another air
He
throw.
always gets OTG summoned.
Kenji not quite able to confirm. That could have been a lot of damage. Yep.
Force burst.
Kenji got the burst. Now can he get the round?
Hard to say.
There's the cross up. Ooh, can't confirm it though. Again, good.
Got it.
Burst? Nope. Yep. Smart.
Very good.
Very smart. Saw the burst come back and immediately supered. That is 2-1.
2-1. Doren got a very, very key game there.
Yeah.
I feel like if it had been 3-1, I think that would have been a very rough, frustrating.
Yeah, I don't know if Doren could come back from 3-0.
But he looked confident getting that match. I don't want to say that it looked back and forth, but it did at the same time.
I'm noticing a trend here that Kenji's opening him up with the dog. He's just not getting the big damage he was getting in some of the earlier matches.
No,
he was getting the 20 hit dog combos for him with damage earlier. Now it's like it's dropping after 2 or 3. If he hits those dog combos in that last game, Kenji takes it, no question. So
Kenji trying for the actual.
Wow, run up Chuck.
Trying for the actual dog unblock with a new one, which is interesting. But that's not exactly an easy thing.
All right. No, Doran's going to get the hit.
He's going to do a lot.
Yes. Bounces him out. That's unfortunate. Dog. Yep.
Dog. Got put. It was simple as that. Hey, guess what? Zappa got random summon when you hit him.
Yep.
Dog came out. I just popped the dog head out. I'm sorry you lost.
Yep.
Not much you can do.
That's a really good start, though. Wow.
This looks like it's going to be a free round for Doren.
Yep.
Doren guessing all right.
That's unmitigated standing heavy counter hit.
Desi in a second here.
I don't like that burst.
No, I don't think anybody likes that burst.
No.
But really good stuff.
Just
from
take
Doren.
your lump. You got Bop.
Doren dominating.
Yeah. You got Bop. Turn it around. Keep that burst in your pocket. Maybe the first time Kenji just is like, man, I'm pissed. Like, it happens. You get bopped a couple times, you're like, no, man.
Yeah, I kind of agree. I think that maybe was a bit of too much of a show of emotion from Kenji there. That he didn't need to do. All right. Dust. Good combo. That did
a chunk.
Lot. Yeah, I was about to say.
I think Kenji remembered his dust combo. There's that air throw reset. Wow. Oh, he didn't. That was Kenji's take. That could hurt.
Yeah.
That was
up on the burst punch.
That was 3-1 waiting to happen right there. Doren with his own dust.
Doren.
Wow.
Messed up the dust combo. It was really hard to say.
There's that dead angle again. Wow.
He could have got summon off that. Did not.
Yep.
Both players looking a little.
This is a pivotal round right now. If Doren takes this, it's an even game.
Good block by Doren.
Yeah, really good clutch dust block.
Not going to be enough there. Sword is so strong.
Oh, wow.
You got to block that shit.
Cross up. It's close. Yeah. Oh, the overhead.
You're not going to block at all. That's the real problem.
You can't.
There is no way to tell the difference between the low and the high.
No, there is no.
And it's so frustrating.
Kenji on tournament game for more than $1,000 going to first place with the pop bonus.
It's true. Kenji might be going back to NorCal with a lot of pocket change.
That's right. Merry Christmas.
If this dude needs it.
Yeah.
No, then again, he does live in NorCal. The rents are too damn high.
Well, 2 more rounds, and that's Kenji's money.
But I mean, at this rate, this will be 2 tournaments in a row that West Coast wins. I'm just going to put that out there.
Indeed. And let's make no joke, this has been a hell of a run back from Kenji.
No, it really has.
Doren dominated him in their
That's
winners
very
game.
true. It was not close.
No. Kenji won the first game, but it didn't feel like he was ever in control. But let's not write anything off. This is never over till it's over.
It's definitely not. Kenji getting a lot of good damage.
There is no harder game to win than that last game in grand finals.
That's the truth. It's so frustrating.
Nice block by Doren.
But the thing about
the pressure,
it is that
what do you do?
Yeah, exactly.
What do you do?
He does not have the heat.
And
the reversing.
This is the thing, like, I even forget about because I've been playing so much Blaze Blue, a game where the throw system is so good but so different that all it takes is a 1-frame gap and you're chucked.
That's true.
It's so hard to see. Nice sword confirm. Wow, that's really nice. Good read by Kenji. Yep.
Controlling the mid-range.
Kenji is close.
Wow.
He can taste this.
Yeah.
Doren has to turn this around.
Man,
wow, this is a bad look. This is a bad look. Nice goal burst. I like the idea. Uh-oh. Can't confirm it. What? I like it. Why not? All right. Rao's going to be gone. There he is. Okay. Doren did survive, but this is still Kenji's game. There's the overhead. One more.
Not quite.
Oh,
that was
weird. There it is.
And Kenji Bliss,
ladies and gentlemen,
KBnova takes it.
And there you have it, your 2013 Frosty Faustings champion, KBnova. Congratulations to the top finishers. We saw some great play here today.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to grab Kenji, see if he wants to come over and say a few things?
Sure, yeah. Hey, Kenji. Kenji, come here. So Kenji's going to, talk to you guys about how he feels about being the champion here.
Hey, guys. That was totally unexpected for me to get that far with Zappa.
Congrats, sir. That was a hell of a run back.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun, man. There's like, freaking, dude, after the first set with Doren,
I
got burnt out, man. I was like, another 4 set.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's intense.
It looked like you really altered your neutral game in the last set.
I forgot that because I went in training mode specifically for jams like dash and stuff.
Yeah.
Which he does her puffballs. So his 6P actually beats a lot of her stuff, even if it's like really preemptively done.
Sure.
It'll like counter hit her and get a knockdown summon. But actually, I kept missing the summon after the counter.
Yeah, I saw that.
But no, it's just I don't fight many jams in my area.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that was a really impressive run back. You both were playing really well. That looked like work.
Dude, after I got knocked out by early by Doren.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude. Yeah, the sword. Yeah, the sword was pretty good.
Sword is pretty strong.
It's to me, in my opinion, like I think it's pretty broke. It's hard to like.
There's no. How do you can't tell. You can't tell if it's a high or low. There's just no real the animations are so subtle. Once it's there, you're in a raw guessing game, and what do you do? I mean,
to be honest, I think it's a pure 50-50.
Absolutely.
You just have to either get out of there by air dashing forward or doing some kind of move that propels you forward, like real quick. Because if he gets you in any kind of block string, it's always a guarantee. It's a 50-50 every single time.
Yeah. It feels like you just kind of got to take the risk and be like, I'm just going to try and run. That's all I can do. So, that was an awesome set.
Oh, dude, thank you, man.
Really well played,
dude,
sir.
It's been 6 years, going to tournaments. I came here to really just chill with you guys. Like Travis, Mike and Dennis and
absolutely.
Jesse. He lives near me now.
Cool.
Emeryville, so we're always.